In the winter of 1953, comedy legends Laurel and Hardy began what was to be their last ever tour in Britain.
Straight from Cuckoo Land came Stan Laurel, and tagging along behind, 21 stones worth of Oliver Hardy.
Throughout their long career, the British public had always had a special bond with the pair. The tour brought them here, to Birmingham, to this very street. But little did they know then that Britain's second city would come to play a pivotal role in preserving their legacy. Roy Edwards was one of those lucky enough to see them in the flesh. Roy, you saw them 6 years before their final tour, didn't you?
Well, I was 14 at the time when it came to the theatre. I queued from 6:30 till 8:30.
What did it feel like to actually be there in the front row of the upper gods, having paid your 9p, watching these people?
Well, it was amazing, really, because we'd only seen them in black and white. Now they were in living colour on the stage in Birmingham.
What was the audience reaction?
The audience were elated just to see them. I think it was the first actual Hollywood film stars that we'd ever seen live.
And when the curtain came down, what did you do?
We got outside as quick as we could to get to the stage door.
In the snow?
In the snow. And we waited for them to come out. Stan came quite close to me before we got in the car, and I managed to shake Stan's hand. Yeah.
This is as close as we're going to get, viewers. This is the hand that shook the hand of Stan Laurel. And this is the guy who saw Laurel and Hardy in colour. On that final tour, they stayed here in the beautiful Brummage Inn Palace, the Barton's Arms. Another regular was an American fan called John McCabe, who was at that final Birmingham show and went backstage to meet his heroes. They clicked and formed a lasting friendship. McCabe would later create a global appreciation society for the pair called the Sons of the Desert, after one of their movies. And the Birmingham branch is one of the world's biggest. John Uller is its founder.
Most of our members wear a fez. People think we wear a bowler hat, but we actually wear a fez, because in the film, The Sons of the Desert, Laurel and Hardy wore a fez.
So Sons of the Desert, this is the film.
Yep.
And as it were, we've got tents in the desert. And what's our tent called?
Our tent's called Laughing Gravy.
With Laurel and Hardy, the Brummie connection runs surprisingly deep. Stan enjoyed a drink, and someone he enjoyed having a drink with more than most was Charlie Hall, Birmingham born and bred, who appeared in 47 of the Laurel and Hardy films.
Charlie Hall was a working-class Brummie like myself, born in Birmingham in 1899, and as a carpenter he decided to try his luck in Hollywood. He became a friend of a young guy called Stan Laurel. They remained friends all their life, so he got him a part in 47 of the Laurel and Hardy films.
So there is a Birmingham chippy in about half of the Laurel and Hardy films.
That's correct, yeah. People talk about Laurel and Hardy, and the first thing they say to me is custard pie. In the film The Battle of the Century, they threw 3,000 pies. And I'm proud to say that the first pie thrown in that film was thrown by a young man from the Warden district of Birmingham, Charlie Hall.
The first pie thrown in a Laurel and Hardy film was thrown by somebody born and bred in Birmingham.
That is correct.
The 53-54 tour of Britain was to be their last as a double act. They performed their final full week in Birmingham before Oliver got ill and could only appear for one last show in Plymouth. They'd make a final TV appearance filmed in the States for the BBC, seen here. A poignant farewell to their British fans.
Goodbye, Brother Water Rats, and our many friends and fans. Good luck, and God bless you all. We'll never forget you. That's right, Stanley. We never shall.
Today, the members of the Laurel and Hardy fan club remember them not worn down by performing, but as comedy legends. And they're particularly proud and happy because they know it was a Birmingham boy who made movie history like this.